Hi, and welcome to another episode of Health by the podcast with me, Mathilde. And as you might know, if you're a subscriber and listener to this podcast, this summer is all about healthy traveling, and you will find content within Health by that will help you to stay healthy during your vacation this summer. So you find lots of new workouts on the retreat, and the podcast will focus on meditation, hypnosis audios, and healthy city guides. And this episode is about one of my all-time favorite places in the world, New York. And I have lived in the city for many years as I studied at NYU and started working at Vogue in the US after I graduated. And I've been back quite a few times since and spent quite a lot of time in this amazing city. I spent some time in New York earlier this spring to indulge in all the health-conscious places the city offers. And I tried so many new classes, studios, cafes, restaurants, and I have so many amazing tips to share if you're traveling to New York soon and want to incorporate a lot of wellness into your trip. And my years in New York had such a great impact on my life and who I am. And for me, it's a very spiritual place. It's a city I consider as one of my hometowns, and I absolutely love New York. And even though it might not be the first place you think of as a health-conscious city, it's actually very easy to live a healthy lifestyle here, in my opinion. And whatever food and diet you prefer, you can find it. Whatever workout and class you want to do, there is definitely a studio in the city that offers it. And you find lots of incredible spas and treatments for any purpose. So it really is the perfect destination for a wellness trip. And let's start right away. I will just talk about my favorite health-conscious places in the city. So if we start with hotels, one of my all-time favorite hotels ever is actually Equinox Hotels in Hudson Yards. And this place is heaven if you are into health and wellness. They have the most incredible gym. They have a great spa. They have biologic research products and treatments. They have cryo treatments, outdoor pool, saunas. They have incredible rooms. The design is just amazing, and they have designed the rooms so that you will sleep incredibly well and have like the best sleep of your life. Their food is really nice, and you find SoulCycle and Juice Press in the building. And yeah, it's just heaven for anyone who's into health and wellness. And you will feel so inspired and motivated after just a day here. It's incredible. And I just think it's so nice. And I hope they open all over the world, more locations. So my number one hotel to visit is definitely Equinox Hotels. That's like the perfect place if you want to go to New York and experience a wellness vacation, but at the same time have that city vibe, the nice design. They have the most stunning rooftop bar and restaurants. So yeah, it's the best of two worlds, really. And then another favorite that I have is Aman Hotel, which is uptown by Central Park, and it just has the most incredible rooms. They have an amazing Japanese restaurant called Nama, and the food there is just unbelievable, out of this world, to be honest. They have an amazing spa, and I believe you can book like spa rooms where you can have your own massages, you can have your own little jacuzzi and relax area. So yeah, it's so luxurious and pretty, and yeah, the most incredible place for a really rejuvenating trip. And they also have an amazing gym with every type of equipment you can think of. They even have like the lymphatic rolling machines. I don't know what they're called, but you probably know what I mean if you're into wellness and the lymphatic system. But yeah, they have a super nice gym, spa, rooms, everything. And then you have the New York edition is another good option with great location. There is one in Soho called Modern House Soho, which is nice. And of course, there are so many amazing hotels all over the city. And you also have Airbnb, which is a great option. But these ones that I mentioned now, those are the ones I can recommend because of their wellness focus. They are more on the pricey side. And in general, accommodation is really expensive in New York. So that's good to keep in mind. And then if we move on to restaurants, there are a few, so to speak. And one place that you have to try is Kitchen and Table at the Well. And the menu here changes seasonally, and the food I've tried so far has been amazing. So it's nice that you get the variation, and I believe that pretty much everything is so good. And then you have Electric Lemon, which is the restaurant at Equinox Hotel. And not only is it the most stunning rooftop bar in the city, like I mentioned, it also has such amazing food. And you find lots of plant-based and healthy dishes on the menu. So I can really recommend booking a dinner here. And then you have ABC Kitchen. And I've actually never been here, but I always wanted to go. And I've seen that they have a lot of healthy foods on the menu, so that seems delicious as well. And then the Butcher's Daughter is one of my favorite places. And you can actually eat both breakfast and lunch here, even dinner. And I can highly recommend their acai bowl, the watermelon juice, and their famous spicy kale Caesar salad as well. And then a place that I just discovered is called Le Botaniste, and it's in Soho, and it's so incredible. They have really healthy and delicious foods on the menu, and you can create your own bowls and mix the things that you like. I can highly recommend stopping by here. It's perfect if you're shopping in Soho and want lunch or a coffee with a snack, for example. They have different superfood lattes, juices. They have healthy cookies that are amazing. So definitely go to Le Botaniste if you're in Soho. And then another favorite is called Citizens of Chelsea, which is an Australian cafe with other locations as well, but I've only been to this one in Chelsea. And I can highly recommend going here for breakfast or brunch. Their avocado toast is amazing. And then La Esquina is a great Mexican place for dinner. It's been around for many years, but I think that it's still really nice and a perfect place for quite healthy dinner. And then a place close to La Esquina is Café Gitan. And I used to go here a lot when I went to NYU, but I haven't been in some time now actually. And they used to have a sandwich on the menu that I was crazy about. It was some sort of thick toasted rye bread with a basil cream. And it was also chicken, mango, walnuts, and strawberries on it. And I know it might sound a bit odd, but it was beyond delicious. And then, for some weird reason, it disappeared from the menu, and I kind of still haven't forgiven them. But they also have a famous avocado toast and really good watermelon juice that I used to order as well. So, yeah, I should probably go back and forgive them. But yeah, it's a really nice place as well, especially for lunch, I think. And then you have Jack's wife, Freda, in the area as well. But they actually do have more locations now, which I'm really happy about. And my favorite dish here is the tuna salad, but they also have really nice halloumi cheese, which I love but don't find very often when I eat out in New York. They also have dishes like burgers and sandwiches. So not only plant-based and healthy food, but that's good if you're eating with someone who doesn't really necessarily want something super healthy as well. And then you have Earth Company and Planta. I've never been, but I'm really curious to try, and I've heard great things about these plant-based restaurants, so I'll definitely try to check them out soon. And then my go-to place for matcha is Matchaful. I think it's such an amazing little cafe chain. You find different locations all over the city, and you have to try their matcha brownie. It's heavenly and just incredible. I'm definitely addicted to it. So try their matcha brownie. They have matcha ice cream during summer, and they have amazing matcha lattes. And you can also buy really nice matcha powders, really beautiful matcha bowls, and so on. And then you have Cha Cha Matcha, which is another good option for matcha. but I do believe they sweeten their drinks a little, which I don't think matcha does. So it depends on what you like. And then for juices, I love Juice Press and Juice Generation. I love the green juices and the blue spirulina smoothie at Juice Press. They also have a really nice chia pudding, by the way. A few years ago, you used to get a really nice jam with it, but they, for some reason, stopped giving you the jam with the pudding, which I'm really sad about as well. But I mean, it's a really nice chia pudding. I don't really know how they make it that way, but it's not a regular chia pudding. It's really worth trying if you want something to eat from Juice Press as well. And then I can really recommend Juice Generation's Super Citrus Sea Juice, as well as their Cold Warrior drink if you're feeling a bit run down. It really helps. It's super good. And they also have a really nice chocolate and goji muffin, which I love. So those are some tips to try if you go to Juice Generation and Juice Press. And then we have Dr. Smooth, which is an amazing place for breakfast or lunch. It's started by a Danish family and they really value good quality and nutritious ingredients. Their salmon avocado toast is a must to try, as well as their strawberry juice and their healthy treats. And I mean, they have so many good things on their menu. So that's another good lunch option if you're shopping in the area. And then, of course, we have Sweet Green. I love their salads, and my order is always the kale Caesar with a mix of all greens and classic Caesar dressing mixed with balsamic and then adding quinoa. Now you know where you heard it first. No, but it's so good. And they have really nice salads. They have bowls. They even have some hot plates, I think. So this is perfect for a healthy lunch or dinner. And then, oh my God, food heaven on earth, which is Whole Foods. I love this place. You can find all health conscious foods and products you can think of here. I just am obsessed with going shopping at Whole Foods. It's like a whole experience for me. And they also have great food that is ready to eat, actually. They have really nice brown rice sushi, and their salad bars are amazing as well. So yeah, shopping at Whole Foods is definitely an activity you should plan. Even though you're staying at a hotel, you can go there for bars and juices and snacks, really. You can find a lot of snacks at Whole Foods. I remember when I just got back and I hadn't been in a while, I think I bought snacks for like $150 or something. It was crazy. So yeah, make sure that you bring your biggest wallet when you go there, because you will definitely find so many nice bars and kombuchas and so on to buy. When I'm traveling, I love to bring travel sizes of not just my beauty products, but wellness essentials as well. And I love to bring a little bag with my vitamins, bars, and other favorite health products. And luckily enough, one of my all-time favorite health brands, Sakara, has a few of their best-selling products in travel sizes. And one of my favorite products is their water drops. And I think it can be hard to remember to drink enough water, especially when we are traveling and are out and about, walking around the city or spending time on the beach. But these water drops makes it even more fun and nutritious to drink water. And Sakara has two different kinds of water drops. One is for beauty with naturally occurring ionic trace minerals that help support collagen and makes the skin glow. And then they have their detox drops, which is an antioxidant-rich blend of chlorophyll that is harvested from white mulberry leaf for maximum healing benefits, including helping the body to get rid of toxins. And another must in order to keep up with my wellness routines when traveling is ordering Sakara's science-backed, organic, and plant-based ready-to-eat meals that get delivered to my doorstep. And this makes healthy eating so incredibly easy. And I love how you can bring the meals on travels or eat before or after a trip. And earlier this summer, I ordered a few days of these delicious meals when I had just come home from a little vacation. And it was so nice to just receive this food when I had just gotten back and my fridge was empty. So if you want to make healthy eating really easy, delicious, and fun, you have to try Sakara. And especially if you're going to New York, even as a tourist, make sure to order Sakara's products and meals when you're there so you can try. And with the code XOHealthByM, you get 20% off your first order if you are a new customer to Sakara. I have provided a link as well as the code in this episode's show notes. And I'm a very proud Sakara ambassador and can't recommend these products enough. I'm therefore so happy to be able to offer this amazing code with you. And I am also an ambassador for the health coaching school, the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, IIN. And I just want to mention another amazing deal I'm able to share with you all. IIN has its headquarters in New York City, but the program is entirely online, so you can do it from wherever you are in the world. And the holistic health coaching program I took at IIN over 5 years ago now really set the foundation of Health by M. And the things that I learned during this education have been useful in everything wellness related I have done, both professionally in my company, but also when it comes to my own health journey and overall wellness. And I believe that everyone would benefit from taking this incredible course. And I would even say it's essential if you want to create a successful career within health and wellness. And right now, we are able to give you an amazing discount if you enroll and use my name, Mathilde Vergeland, as your referral. You find the spelling of my name and the link to IIN that you sign up through in this episode's show notes. So make sure to check out Sakara and IIN if you're interested in holistic health. And I also want to mention that you will be able to support Health by M and this podcast if you use my codes when you sign up and shop, as I will earn commission. And now back to the episode. And then when it comes to workouts and different studios to check out, there are so many great ones in the city. And one that I can highly recommend is The Class. This concept is just amazing. It's a high intensity class where the music plays quite a big role. You get to release stuck emotions and energy. It has Kundalini yoga and Pilates influences, and you really get to sweat when taking this class. It's a bit hard to describe. You really have to experience it, but the concept and the workout really, it's so amazing. And I absolutely love these workouts and classes. I've even taken a training similar to this concept myself. So this is a type of workout that I would love to start to teach very soon in the future, actually. And I can highly recommend going to their studio in Faidai, and make sure to check out their amazing shop when you're there. Be careful though, because you will want to buy pretty much everything. But yeah, The Class is a must try. And then Pure Barre, that's one of my favorite bar studios. I think their classes are great, quite tough, but so fun. And they have locations pretty much all over Manhattan. I love the ones by Flatiron and in West Village. Then you have Bar 3, which is my favorite bar studio, I think. They have a really nice studio in West Village by Washington Square Park. And I just love their classes. They're so tough, but really fun. And yeah, I'm really craving them. Luckily enough, they have online classes too. So I can recommend checking that out as well. But yeah, Bar 3, that's an amazing bar studio as well. And then you have Y7 Yoga, which is really good hot yoga classes. They are quite tough, and I would say that they are more towards experienced practitioners, but really fun, and it's super hot, dark, candlelit classes, good music, and their concept is that you have 3 different flows, and then you kind of build onto them, and you do each flow 3 times. So one a bit slow, one with less cueing, and then one entirely on your own. So yeah, it's really fun and very challenging. And then you have Alo Yoga, and it's a studio a few floors over the Alo store on Fifth Avenue. That's the one I've been to. They also have a really nice one in Williamsburg as well, where they have a rooftop yoga deck too. That seems really nice. But I've been to the one by Flatiron. I love the classes here, and you find something for both beginners and advanced yogis, I think. Then you have the Humming Puppy, a stunning studio, which is also in the Flatiron district. The classes are great, and you get to book a specific mat in advance when you book the class. And the mat and all the props are included in the price, which is nice if you don't want to bring your own mat and carry that around to the studio. And instead of music, there is their signature hum in the background when taking the class. And it's really soothing and relaxing to listen to, actually. So I can really recommend checking out the Humming Puppy as well. Gorgeous studio, great teachers, and yeah, super nice yoga as well. And then you have P-Volve, which is a workout practice that Jennifer Aniston swears by and even has invested in recently, actually. And it's unlike anything you've ever tried, but it's also a mix of everything. It's like a mix of Pilates, high-intensity workouts, and strength training. It's really fun, really tough. You get to work the whole body, and I think they focus a lot on mobility and flexibility as well, which is great. Two other studios worth checking out are Solid Core and Body Rock, and they have modern versions of the Pilates Reformer, so they offer those kind of classes, which are quite tough, where you really feel the muscles the day after. They have several studios all over Manhattan, and Solid Core and Body Rock, I think they're quite similar with their concepts, I believe. I haven't been to Solid Core, actually. I've been to Body Rock, and really like the classes there. And then there is Army, which offers super tough workouts. They have cycling, like spinning classes, and then boot camps. And I think the instructors are really inspiring, and you get a sense of being a part of a team, which is why I really like to take a few classes there. Personally, I think some classes were a bit too intense and hectic for me. Like I said, they're super tough. The tempo is quite fast, and I'm not a super big fan of spinning, so maybe that's why as well. But the studio is really cool. The concept of the classes, that it's really inspiring and motivating. And if you like spinning, I think this could be a fun thing to try, because they've added different exercises for the upper body as well when doing spinning. I think that's a part of their uniqueness as well. So it's definitely worth checking out, and I can imagine it's really fun to go with a few friends so you can push each other during the class. But like I said, it's quite tough. And then, of course, you have Soul Cycle as well if you like spinning. And then a wonderful place on the Upper East Side is Sage and Sound. And I just love this beautiful place, especially their amazing sound journey classes with George. You have to take that if you're in the city. He's amazing, and this whole space is just so incredible. It's very new, and it's so lovely with the most gorgeous little shop. They have, not a spa, but you can have some treatments there as well. There's a Sunday nail salon right next to it, and a nice little cafe. They have something I really love called the study classes, which are more like lectures about different topics within wellness. So I've been to some manifestation classes there, and they have hypnobreath, and they have so many interesting topics and concepts they go over each week. So can definitely recommend you going to Sage and Sound. And the whole like interior and the whole space is just so beautiful. So that's a must try to visit when you're in the city. And then Clean Market is another lovely place by 54th and 2nd Avenue, I believe. They sell wellness products. You can get IV drips, and there's a matcha full cafe here as well. Really nice place to stop by if you're around Central Park and 5th Avenue. And then when it comes to spas and treatments, one place that you have to go to, and I mentioned this briefly in the beginning because they also have a really nice restaurant. It's The Well, and this place is absolutely incredible, and I just love to go here for spa treatments. You can also become a member, which gives you access to the spa, their classes, and so on. So check that out if you live in the city. The treatments I've tried here are their different facials, and I can highly recommend those. They use biologic research products, which I love. And if you want to read more about the well, I've written a few articles about them. So I'm going to link all the articles I've written about New York in this episode show notes. But yeah, I did a standalone feature of the well earlier this year, and it's just the most incredible place. They are opening up something really amazing in Miami soon. So check out that article if you want to know more about the well. And then another place I like to go to for biologic research treatments is Karin Katsarian's salon. And it's located right by Washington Square Park. She offers really good treatments as well. And then, of course, Equinox Hotel and their spa, they have biologic research as well. And I've tried something called iCoon or something, which is like LPG, but it's more intense, I believe. I've also tried their cryotherapy at the spa. That was really good. And they have a really extensive spa menu, so check that out if you really want to treat yourself. And then there is a place called Airy Ancient Baths, which is an incredible spa. It's a rustic space with dim lights and candles, brick walls, and several pools in different temperatures with salt water in some and so on. And you can take massages here as well. I honestly think it's one of the best spas I know. I just love to go here, especially when it's a bit cold outside, like during fall and winter, because it has such a cozy vibe. It's so nice, and it's perfect to go for an afternoon. I believe that you book a time slot, which is nice, so it will never be too crowded and too many people there at the same time. And another place I used to go to a lot when I studied in the city was Great Jones Spa. This is where I discovered Reiki for the first time, actually. And there was a period where I was feeling very stressed in school, so I went here as often as I could afford, really. I would put my phone on flight mode and just relax by the pool and sauna all day, reading and drinking juices. It was so good. So yeah, I just remember those days, and I'm so thankful for having discovered this spa. It's really tiny and so nice, perfect for a day or so to relax. And then Aura Space is amazing for acupuncture. They also have the best chai tea ever, so it's definitely worth checking out for the tea, but also if you want to have a treatment as well. Their acupuncture was really nice and professional. Also, the most gorgeous interior and stunning space as well. So go there for acupuncture and chai tea. And of course, we also have Remedy Place. It's more of a wellness and social membership club, actually, where you get access to infrared saunas, ice baths, meditation stations, acupuncture, and other treatments. It's a very nice concept if you're in the city and into health and wellness. Definitely become a member there if you're into wellness. So these are my favorites when it comes to spas and treatments. Most of the places I mentioned, they have some sort of gift shop. The Well has a really nice shop, for example, and you find things at Equinox, and like I said, the tea at Aura Space, the shop at the Class, and so on. So if you want to go shopping for wellness products, you can find these at the spas and even some of the cafes I mentioned. But there's another really nice place, I think, called Namaste Bookstore. It's on 14th Street and 5th Avenue, I believe. And they sell crystals, books, cards, and so on. Really nice if you want to get that. And then in general, I mean, whether you want to shop, stay at the hotel, go out and eat, treat yourself with spas, New York is a very expensive city, so make sure to have a big budget when you go here if you want to be able to experience the things that you wish. So that's something I really want to recommend and just mention. Another tip is to bring comfortable walking shoes because you will walk a lot. I always walk around like 20,000 steps when I'm in the city because everything is just, it's close but still far away. So at least I walk everywhere. So make sure to have comfortable shoes. And it's also really nice to go running in the city. You can go in Central Park, you can go by the water and so on. So it's a perfect place for sightseeing and combining that with walking or running. And then it's a big city, a lot of people, so book your classes and restaurants and so on in advance because they tend to get fully booked. That's just another tip I want to mention. Other than that, I think these were my best tips. And like I said, I will link other articles I've written about New York in this episode show notes. If you have any specific questions, you can always ask me. And please send this episode to someone who's going to New York soon. I am actually going back quite soon, which I'm so excited about. Like I said in the beginning, New York has such a special place in my heart. I just love the energy here. I just love all these places. I love the people, the vibe, everything about it. Like I said, you will definitely find so many health conscious places. It's, at least for me, a very spiritual place. The energy is so special. And I think that if you want to go somewhere and include a lot of wellness into your trip, New York is actually a perfect option. So that's why I wanted to share these tips to hopefully inspire you to go there and just treat yourself with nice foods, amazing hotels, and lots of treatments and nice shopping. So I hope that you feel inspired. Maybe you got some new tips of places you didn't know before. Please let me know what you think. I would love to hear your feedback. Please write a review and leave some stars. That would make me so happy so I can continue with this podcast. And take care and have so much fun if you end up going to New York. Let me know what you think if you visit any of the places that I recommended. So have a really nice rest of your week, and I'll be back soon.